My blessed children, I, Omega, call you to the flame of the Mother Light, to the purity, the divine release of the allness of God, so that you, my blessed children, might become more of God, inherent with that capability that is the mind of God, the love of God, the power of God, having the ability to bring forth the creativity that you desire. Entering into the womb of the mother flame, you move through the universe with the fingers of your mind, with the desire of your heart, and with the cognizance of that which has been imparted for all time from my beloved Alpha and my flame. We have entrusted the Brotherhood of Light with the pattern, the blueprint, and the ability to transfer the thoughts, the impetus, the vibration, and that which would allow you the greatest opportunity to bring into manifestation those areas of life that would allow for the fullness of life to be afforded each one. By imparting the will to elect and choose upon every plane of consciousness those areas of the heart's desiring that you would move within, would begin to fashion and work with, was the intent, so that you, beloved, would have no limitation on that which was afforded your life stream to bring forth. Sadly, when the consciousness and the will elected to turn away from the heart of God, the mighty I Am, and embrace all manner of lesser vibration, the schoolroom of earth was no longer fit for the Christed ones to move about freely without the guard upon the heart sufficient for the entrusting of only that light and that God determination to come forth. that could wisely be used without incurring more negativity. You have begun the long trek back into the return of the heart, so that you might understand what is the will of God, how to maintain purity, and how to bring forth the offspring of your own creative endeavors that maintain that like vibration as was sent forth from our twin flame, cognizant release into life. You, beloved, are called to come into a higher way of life, putting off those areas of life that do not allow for the wearing of the garment of your own holy Christ self, that do not allow for the full power of God to come forth in due measure at the afforded time for your protection and that of the innocent and holy. You are called upon to allow for the heart to speak and to call forth God into your life, so that you might understand what is the meaning of life. How are you to proceed in this very lifetime to greater externalize the reality of your true identity? Absent that true identity, you are not fulfilling the mandate of your own God presence. As the son and daughter of God, the incarnate, the outer vehicle of expression, steps forth to wear the flame of God, to imbue the light and vibration sufficient to allow for the heart that is housed within your temple to be firmly connected with the heart of God in the great central sun. When there is dalliance, when there is procrastination, when you elect to ignore those areas of life that are not in keeping with the resonance of your own heart, the true heart, not the superficial human-created vibration of emotions and mental miasma, woven of the rebellious outer human conditions. No, beloved, the pure heart, as you would see in the small child, looking into the eyes of the father and the mother, trusting, filled with faith, loving unconditionally, desirous of giving, receiving, learning, hungry to have the fullness of that which the parents embody as their own. When you, as the sons and daughters of God, desire sufficiently to be in the heart of Alpha and Omega, to wear the garment of your own true identity as the individualization of God, as you, beloved, determine to bring forth the fullness of your own unique, ever so special, pure and holy creations. You, beloved, will bring the full understanding of the golden age, an understanding of the ascended master way of life, an understanding of what is meant by magnetizing into your life those areas of life that are desirous of your own God presence, for your learning, for your assistance, for your abundance, health, and the glorious crown of attainment. All this is not merely rhetoric, is not words to soothe your outer desires for a higher way of life, or surcease from pain and struggle. Those areas of life that bring you discomfort will fade away into the night, lost in the past momentums of negativity, when there is sufficient grounding to the very physical vehicle, the vibration of the Christ, the resonant tone of your own God presence in the outer world of form, the peace and harmony of the emotional body, able to bring forth the fullness of the power of God. The mind, disciplined, but agile and attentive to detail, sufficient for the Christ mind to bring forth the fullness of the mind of God. And most importantly, as each of these vehicles respond in accordance to the will of God, the mighty I Am, the heart is allowed to give birth to your true identity, to speak the vibration, the tone that resonates through all of your affairs, all of your endeavors. This is the great work that you have been about, but it is incumbent upon the mothers of heaven, the great adepts of the feminine ray, the white light of the mother, that bring forth the creativity of the birthing of civilizations, cultures, and a God determination toward the heart of God. This is the great service that we render to your life stream. And it is my desire to call forth these great cosmic and ascended beings to come forth and teach, send forth their ray, release the light into the earth and into your vehicles, so that you might have the fullness of the understanding of the creative power of the white light, righteousness, sent forth for your ability, sent forth for you to manifest as the true sons and daughters of God, wearing the mantle of the Holy Christ self and stepping forth in the fullness to create a world that is receptive to the mind of God, the will of God, and the vibration of the Ascended Master Octave. As these blessed ones move in, through, and around those who invite and call them into their life, know that they, beloved, will never forsake you. They will be ever constant and attentive as any mother, desirous of her child to receive the fullness of nourishment, teaching, and grow into the man-child. Throughout the coming days, those who elect to receive the mothers of heaven will be prepared in each of their outer vehicles, so that they might be more receptive to the teaching, the vibration, and instruction, and have a greater ability to internalize every nuance, every electron of light, every impartation, so that as you step forth, renewed within the fullness of the wholeness of God that you are to be, you will know that you have the ability, the strength, and the renewed courage to stand and to be the Christ that you are to be. Many are called. Many will come. will you be among the few that will attain to that which is offered victoriously? I have tarried too long for some to be comfortable in my presence, for my presence surely demands that the pathway be straight, for the light to be received in your vehicles. But such is the initiation and the cycle that many must go through if you desire to move from the lethargy and the state of being where you are. There is never any advancement or expansion of consciousness where there is not the giving birth of the new ideas as released by the mind of God, as the power surging forth from the will of God, and as the love nourishing, expanding, and moving unconditionally from the heart of God through your heart. All this comes for a price, the price of striving, the price of attention, the price of the focus of your mind, the stilling of the emotions, the strengthening of the body, and most assuredly, the galvanizing of the will to be in the presence of God. I trust that the dispensation for my coming this day will not go unnoticed by those who are to make a shift in consciousness and a change in vibration that will allow them to meet the day of victory for their life stream on time. I, Omega, seal each one with the heart and love of the Mother, and trust that you will hold fast to this Edenic conscious awareness of your birthright and the holy calling of your life stream. In due time, all will come. But for those who are prepared, know that the time is nigh to embrace your own God presence and to further become the Christ that you are.